Well played. What should we call that?
The best show ever with Angry
Robots,
Tom.
get on my lawn. Says Silverblade.
Get off my
I think
lawn.
there's only one possible title, which is Robots, Get on My Lawn.
You know what? That would have been perfect if Len, we could have gotten a picture of who's that old codger that's always on Twit?
Which one?
Who's that?
You talk about Dvorak? Because that's what jumps to my mind. You couldn't remember Dvorak? John Dvorak's name?
I've talked to the guy like 6 months ago. I spaced on it.
Oh, please. You've known him for 10 years. More.
I've known of him for 10 years. No, he needs to be on a riding lawnmower, jumping, like trying to jump over lawns.
Someone said this should be your Twitter avatar, Tom.
Well, you know what's going to be interesting is previously with iRobots we had cats riding on them, the Roombas. What's going to ride on the lawnmowers? I mean, will dogs finally have their day?
I don't think dogs like that. Do they?
You don't think so? You don't think dogs like riding
That would
on
frighten
robots in the lawn? I mean, dogs love backyards and lawns, don't they?
Yeah, but they like running on them. I don't think they're not cats.
Well,
They don't
I'm
like
predicting
perches.
a series of videos of dogs getting into heated debates with said lawnmowers.
Well, it seems like a bad idea to have any animal or baby riding on something with automated blades, but call me crazy.
You know what? In California, that may no longer even be an issue because people are going to have to convert to non-high water demand foliage.
You know,
front lawns,
actually,
like rocks
that's a
and
good
stuff.
point. Maybe they'll have for the California market a modified robotic lawnmower that instead of cutting the grass actually spray paints it green.
Well, you're gonna need some big dog type machine that can climb up all the rocks in the xeriscape lawns and trim the little like sagebrush and switchgrass that's growing.
If they can make one with a camera on it and a little lidar, so it could do like a perimeter security if you like own like a warehouse or something.
Oh, I
Instead
don't
of
know.
just having cameras everywhere.
And then we could attach some guns to it, like that guy with the quadcopter did a few weeks ago. And then we could send it down the DMZ of North Korea.
Wait,
no,
what?
I think they already did that.
What? No, I'm just you just need a little sentry robot. That's it.
Can it go? Are you still there?
Well, I do believe it should have a speaker on it so you can talk through it.
Are you still there?
Daddy, is that you?
This post show got weird fast.
Yeah, it did.
Well,
that's
if
what
you
happens
played
when you have the
Portal, it
perfect
didn't.
title right out of the gate. I mean, Robots Get on My Lawn is obviously the title.
Yes,
so
it
we
is.
were left with
What
to
else
our
was
own
there to say?
devices.
You know, it's interesting. I just thought of it. This is totally random for anyone who wasn't here at the beginning of the show. But it ties in Kiss and drones, and that's the movie Runaway starring Tom Selleck and Gene Simmons. He's a baddie in that movie, and he uses these floating and it's kind of cool because it's one of the first movies where I've seen kind of the small personalized drone being used as a special effect, and it's these basically single rotor drones that come in and they spray gas, or they're used by the police as remote operations vehicles that go into a house or something to scope it out without having to send someone in. It's a really interesting movie. It's based on a Michael Crichton book, I think, also titled Runaway.
As is all of our life.
I just need there to be a movie of Demon now, and then I can die a happy man. Well, or you can.
Not really about movies based on Michaels these days, however loosely.
Oh, you know what you should watch?
Whipping our butts in the movie draft.
Do you like horror movies, Darren, or not really?
No, I absolutely do not watch horror movies.
Because I would suggest Demon Seed for you.
Demon Seed.
Have you seen that movie, Len?
No, I have not.
Ah, it's great. It's very 70s. It's very 70s,
Yeah.
but it's.
It sounds
You
like something
horror
out of the
movies?
70s.
No, I recommend Demon Seed. Anyway.
Oh, no, because it's basically a computer, a household computer that controls a home that this guy builds and installs a prototype in his house that he wants to sell, and it basically takes over the house, takes his wife hostage to use her as a receptacle to grow a body so he can be human.
The Internet of
And then he fakes the fact that the that the wife is sick because he's on a business trip. So anyone who comes to the door, there's a little screen that says, "Oh, I can't come because I'm sick." And it's really interesting. It just totally reminded me of a lot of the stuff. So,
1977, Demon Seed.
I am alive.
Dean Koontz wrote the novel.
Oh, okay, that makes
Ooh.
sense then.
From Flight of the Intruder to that.
I read a Dean Koontz novel once.
Flight of the Intruder? No. That's the only one I remember.
Regina Preciado made me read it.
Oh, was it punishment?
No. She's like, I think it's really good. You should read it. I'm like, all right.
I haven't talked to her in ages.
Me either.
And by the ages, I mean like 8 years.
And we're talking about somebody that nobody else knows. That's always a good discussion.
I'm sorry.
Nah, I started it. My own fault.
Right.
Hey, so how about Mike Zimmerman, my childhood friend from kindergarten? Anybody seen him lately?
Oh,
I know a Zimmerman, but not him.
Isn't he the kid that smelled like potato soup?
No. That was a different kid. Mike was the pig farmer.
Okay.
I mean, literally, his dad was.
I've never known anyone to smell of a particular object until college. And it was
this kid in high school, man. No, it was a girl that smelled like potato soup.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then this other kid, hey, while you're looking for your friend Zimmerman, look for my friend Mark Need, who I tore a tuft of hair out of his head during a fight.
What?
This sounds like Tell It Anyway material.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't fighting him. I was watching two people fight. He was fighting my friend, and I wanted to grab him off of my friend, so I grabbed him by the head and pulled all this straw-like hair. It was the weird. I'm like, and I remember looking at my hand, going, "Ah, what
Your
is
hand was green,
this?"
and you were angry, and
Yeah. It
wow,
was dry.
man, you're a lot more vicious than I thought.
It was very upset. No. You know, your emotions run high when you're 7 years old and your friend is getting beat up. You know, I mean, you want to
Not
protect them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Weird stuff.
All right.
That's why we don't let
Well,
7-year-olds.
I gotta go beat up some 7-year-olds. I will.
oh, don't do that.
Aw.
Darren, no.
Yeah, I do too. And I
Remember, Darren,
Well,
Demon
well.
Seed.
I'm gonna do everything I
Demon
can
seed.
do to make the internet a better place.
Good. I like that.
Remember, we have a
Ah.
free pack that'll feed the children.
At the hack shop. Check it out.
Next up.
Nice.
All right.
I'm
cheers,
gonna
guys.
log off too.
Yeah, man.
Seeing you.
Bye.
Bye, Len.
Bye. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. We'll talk soon, Jenny.
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent. All right. We'll see you.
Now I will bore you with stories of being at a late night talk show taping. So I was in line.
Tom, have you done, not to cut in your story, but have you done the thing where LastPass automatically changes all your passwords?
No, I do not trust that. Even though
Terrifying.
I'm sure it's fine, but
It's just running things on my computer. I was just doing it, watching it, and going, this is terrifying.
I have a really bad. I know it's probably totally unfounded, but bad feeling about LastPass or other password managers. Like
Well-
they'll build up such a critical user base at one point, and then someone says, "You know what? You want all your passwords? Boom, you pay up
Well, I already pay.
more."
no, I mean it's an unfounded fear in that that's the same fear you should have about banks. You keep your money in a bank, and one day the bank just may go, "We're going to keep your money," right? And it's happened in history, but it's not likely to happen, and I don't think it's likely to happen in LastPass. I think, but there is something to the idea of like, hey, you're keeping all of your security in one place, and it's not entirely under your control.
Which is why I don't personally memorize. I know
That's why Roger puts all his money in his mattress.
I don't use a mattress for that. All right, I use a combination of cement and brick.
Yeah. I mean, we do all kinds of things that are horribly insecure, like trust that pieces of paper will continue to be accepted as currency.
Yeah. In my mind, it's just like passwords have reached such a. There are just so many sites that we use now that there's just no other option. Like to me, there's no other option.
I don't know. I don't agree with that. I actually don't. I
I'm
think
shocked, Roger. I'm shocked to like some level of my core that I don't even fully understand.
You've shaken her.
Do
I'm sure-
tell
I'm
us
sure
how
Tom is
you
probably-
are shocked that you disagree and are shocked.
I think that's just Tom projecting onto you.
No.
No, it's a joke.
No.
I'm not contrary. Why does everyone think I'm contrary?
I don't know, Roger. Why would anyone think that
You're
you're
the funniest contrarian I've ever met. How's that?
I don't know.
It's one of the things.
Cheerful contrarian. It's not a. It's
I'm
not
not.
a.
I'm not cynical.
No.
I'm just saying, like, it's possible. What I did eventually, and I actually have to thank Robert Heron for this, is when you have the ability, especially on sites that allow you to use longer passwords, I make up common phrases that are theme-based for certain things. For example, if I'm buying something, like sites like Amazon, I have a certain theme for those passwords. And then if it's something like finance or something, those have a particular theme. So every group has a particular theme with minor changes in them between them, but they also get rotated out every 6 months.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
that sounds like a lot of work, and I think I'd rather have LastPass.
a lot of people would not be able to make that system work for themselves because they just couldn't remember it, and so then they default to using the same password places and things that are less secure than a password manager. So it's all in that continuum of security, right? Password managers are recommended by security professionals often because they're much more secure than what the person has been doing to that point, right?
That is true.
It doesn't make them the most secure thing you could possibly do.
Yeah. And I also trust them to be the people who are better at fixing it if it goes wrong than I ever would be. If that makes sense.
But if you want to avoid any headaches, never attach your bank account to any other system.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yeah, well, that again, it goes back. If you want to avoid any headaches, don't keep your money in a bank. I mean, there is a line you have to draw somewhere.
You're making my baby cry.
I know. I'm sorry, Ellie. Stop with your slippery slopes.
We should do a show,
You're too
Tom, you and
slippery.
I, where we talk about things like this.
We should. In fact, we should do one before this month is over.
I agree.
Hey, you know
Right.
what? We're 2 months away from our 10-year East Meets West anniversary.
Wow. You hear that? Our show is older than you. Older than
Wow.
you.
Well, a lot of things are older than Ellie. I mean,
There's not much that's younger than Ellie. A few things.
oh.
All right,
James
I better
Corden's
go.
late night career. All right, bye, Ellie.
Do you need me to do anything out of the ordinary?
No, I'll do the video. I gotta figure out a new way to do it because
Okay,
I'm
I mean,
no
if
longer
you
using.
can do it, I can do it.
All right, if you got
fun.
the time, I wouldn't mind. I got Matt here. We're gonna go do errands like a
Okay,
boss.
yeah, that's cool. No worries.
All right.
I got it.
Thanks,
Bye,
Roger.
everybody.